This is a hot topic, which you've probably thought of, but you might not have wanted to say it out loud. But this is the creator-consumer cycle. Are we all just marketing to each other? In a world where everybody's building a personal brand, sharing their routines, linking products in their bio, are we actually connecting or are we constantly marketing to one another? In today's episode, we're unpacking this cycle and we're talking about how the lines have been blurred between influencing, sharing, and selling. Ready to level up in 2025? Tune into Branding with Bex for insightful conversations, captivating guests, and practical tips. Whether you're on a walk, in the car, or getting ready in the morning, grab your headphones and let's dive into the world of branding together. I'm so excited to dive into this topic from the influencer creative perspective, but then also from the side of brands and people that use social media just for fun. So if we take a look at this, there's only about 20% of the world that's on social media, which I know sounds kind of wild. Like it seems like there's so many people on these platforms, but more people are joining every day, but also more people are using them for very similar reasons. What is this creator consumer cycle? Everyone is either a creator and a consumer, or a consumer, and then some people are really trying to maybe get into that creator space that were once consumers. And these everyday posts have become this big marketing powerhouse, right? So whether this is intentional or not, when you're creating content as a creator or as a consumer and you share where you got something from, or you're posting an outfit, people may reach out and ask where it's from. And even micro influencers or just like normal social media users are adding influence online without knowing it. And I think this is a rise of a way to describe soft marketing, right? So you're sharing links, you're sharing brand recommendations, you're talking about your daily must-haves, maybe you have affiliate codes, but it's not really labeled as like an ad. So maybe you don't see yourself as a content creator yet, but you're just posting content or sharing your life and it's starting to gain a little bit of momentum. It is still persuasive. Right now we have creators marketing to other creators, we have creators marketing to consumers, and then we have consumers that think they're just posting normal content and it's actually marketing. So everything you're sharing online could be viewed as marketing when you think about it. This is an example. You just posted your trip to Walt Disney World. Without you knowing it, you actually just marketed Walt Disney World to a bunch of your friends and family that maybe were considering a trip there. While we're looking into this a little bit more, I want to talk about the blend between that storytelling and selling. What you did by sharing your vacation to Walt Disney World was storytelling. To other people, subconsciously, it was selling. You were talking about this amazing experience that you have. I'm going to assume it's amazing because you guys know I love Disney. But it also does market essentially for free for a lot of these businesses. It may feel like there's a pressure to share content as to what you're doing and to post things that may come across as just like mindless, here's our vacation, here's a picture, like you didn't really think too much into it. Whether you know it or not, you're actually storytelling. When you become a content creator, there can be a pressure to monetize even casual content. For example, you shared a date in your life and you shared the toothpaste you used while you were brushing your teeth, and now you're linking affiliate links and all of these things. That pressure to monetize even this casual content adds to this cycle of influence and this cycle of content, and it keeps going. Is there authenticity being diluted in the process? Are you suddenly thinking, wow, I'm creating this and sharing it, I have to monetize on every single piece of content that goes out? Or are you sharing authentically because you had a great vacation? So those are some things to think about. This creator consumer cycle isn't just creators and it isn't just consumers. The creators are also marketing to other creators, and consumers are also marketing to other consumers that don't know that the other consumer is a creator. It really stems back to buying from people we trust more because we trust them more than brands or big companies. The relatability will often outperform professionalism. If I'm post a picture of myself and I am sitting on the beach eating a protein bar, you may think, wow, she likes that protein bar. Let me go find out what protein bar that is. Now you're trusting me because you trust my opinion over Google search protein bars. So that relatability is outperforming maybe a professional ad run by a company. You need to think about FOMO, aesthetics, and repetition and how that drives purchases. Here's another example about Disney. If I post every single week what I'm doing at Walt Disney World, which is a very tangible, realistic thing because I'm there pretty much every week, and I post that, you may get FOMO because you're not at Walt Disney World. This is theoretical. I don't know if you like Disney or not. And if you feel that emotion, you may start to think, I kind of want to go to Walt Disney World. It looks like so much fun. The repetition of me sharing about it every single week creates that overall thought and emotion. Why do I suddenly want to go to Disney World? Wow, Disney World looks really aesthetically pleasing. Wow, you can go here and the food looks great. And there's all these little aspects of it. And now that consumer, whether I was paid to market for Disney World or not, I just shared about it because I enjoyed it. Now that consumer is considering making a purchasing decision. When we think about the creator consumer cycle, there's ways to look at it from the consumer end and also from the creator end. From the creator end, you can experience performance fatigue. This can be the emotional cost of always being online. The pressure to show up with your content every day and to create that content around what you're doing and then to tie it into a way you can monetize it. That constant creation can lead to the disconnection, comparison, and also burnout. We're creating content all the time. It can start to feel a little bit uninspiring and you're not as excited to talk about it. So I really try to not capture content 24/7, and I'm really intentional with the content that I am creating when I'm creating it. If I am out and about over the weekend, sure, I'll capture some pictures throughout it. I hold those until maybe a Sunday night recap, and then maybe Monday, I take those and make it into a carousel post. So there's a lot of ways to kind of convert that content without feeling like I need to post in the moment, I need to post now, and I need to add links, because you really don't. Is there a space to simply be and to not sell? Honestly, I don't know the answer to that question. It seems like every time you open up social media, someone's selling something or someone's unintentionally marketing to you. How can we be more conscious as creators and as consumers? As a creator, it's important to take a step back and think, am I sharing this to connect with my audience, or am I sharing to convert into a sale? Not all of your content needs to be a converting piece of content. If you're sharing content just to connect with your audience, maybe you leave the affiliate links behind. There's always places for those. You can always share them on your LTK or your Pinterest or whatever it may be. But maybe you keep the content for more of a connection, because if your audience wants something that you're talking about in the post, they'll reach out to you. And also, if you're purchasing, do I really want or need this, or did I just see it a lot? Because repetition is huge in marketing. If you just saw something show up in your feed 10 times, you're more likely to buy that necklace, whatever it was. This can really help with reclaiming your intentionality in how you're spending your time and your attention, your money, and also your energy. If you're a creator, you don't need to burn yourself out trying to create content around every single thing. Just looking right now at my desk, I can pick out a bunch of examples of things that I could say, these are the blue light glasses that are great that I use. The link is in my caption. This is my planner that I love, and I could put the link in my caption. This is a nice water bottle. I could put the link in the caption. Or I could just sit here and sit down and have a real talk with you guys and say, let's talk about this creator consumer cycle. If you guys enjoyed this video and you like the other content that I share, and maybe you are in the market for a pair of blue light glasses that I discussed during the podcast, I have an LTK. You guys know about that, and you can go and find it and source it from there. If you don't feel like doing that, you can also leave me a comment and let me know you're interested. But it's not me sitting here and like directly advertising everything that I have in front of me to you. Well, you'll buy it and I'll make commission on it. You guys kind of get a little bit of the difference there. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you rated and reviewed. It's free, it supports the podcast. If you're listening to me and watching me on YouTube, I would appreciate it if you hit subscribe. Very new to YouTube, just trying to figure it out, and so far having a lot of fun with it. So catch up with you guys on next week's episode. Does the same time work for you?